Yo, Q, what up? Yo, Q,
Man, I'm keeping it real. What up, Duan?
Welcome
Let's get it.
to Not Just Music, where we keep it real and honest.
Always.
My mama praying, telling me, Q, you need to chill. They can't respect the truth from just honest.
What's going on, everybody? Your boy Duan Barrino from Not Just Music Podcast. Quincy Murdoch in the building as always.
Yes, sir.
It's another Black History eventful episode we have ahead of us. As you know, we've been rolling on had the first week last week. This will be the second week. You know, we was talking about inventors and things of that nature from last week, and we truly are some inventive individuals that get overlooked all the time. So, what's the business this week, man? How you doing today?
Hey, we here. We alive. We above ground. We good. We here. Another episode.
Man. Anything new?
Happy Black History Month, my brother. You know, for one. To the people out there, my black brothers and sisters. What's new? You know, the same old movies. Quincy Murdoch movie out, y'all. Go support that. I'm saying, yeah, that's what I'm pushing.
Take a few minutes out before I get jumping on this Black History thing, man. It's we are starting to be heavily moving with podcast in the nature of audio. So moving forward,
Yeah.
if you're a true audio listener, a true audio cast listener, podcast listener, remember all platforms, whatever platform you're on, I'm sure we may be on there. If we're not on there, just remember we always have the website. The website is always readily available. If you want to stay on top of everything that we do, we have an email mailing list. This is simple to do. Just go on the website, scroll down, especially if you're on your mobile device, scroll down, get down there, you'll see a spot where you put in your first name and your email. Just your first name and your email, nothing more than that. The reason for the first name is just for it to be personalized, so we know that it's you. Secondly, your email, because the case of we want to email you only things that matter. The things that we'll be emailing are drops. Days that we drop podcasts, you will be emailed within the 24-hour period to let you know that it's up and available for all networks. So I give it 24 hours before it gets emailed to you. So if nothing else, when the podcast released every single Thursday at 8 o'clock, or if we have just a random podcast drop from day to day, which as I said, that's the reason why I'm telling you this now. We're about to be podcasting heavy in that sense. So more so in that sense. There are already some available. Please check them out. Like I said, website. Go to the website, notjustmusicpodcast.com. They are all there. Now, nextly, merch. Tap in with us if you can. Go to the website. Go to our store page. Store page will take you over to our merch store where you can get 100% podcast t-shirts for male and female. Please check those out as well.
Please.
Next thing, moving into the next month or so, I'll be looking into doing a lot more asking people questions, like personal questions, where I might even just do an interview just for 30 seconds with somebody with my phone. I'm gonna start asking questions so we can start bringing some more different, stronger value content that is not just surfaced from what we feel, what we see. I'm gonna take stuff from what people are telling or what people are saying, things that people are going through. Start bringing topics to the table, and it might even be a person to bring in here to do some podcasting with. So now, let's think openly here. As I said, back to the Black History. Let's think open now. Let's open our brains back up, because this is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one to start off with. Let's go. Now, if you didn't know, as we was getting into, Garrett Morgan gas mask. Was going through these. Traffic signal. Garrett Morgan. The hairbrush. Lyda Newman. Heating furnace. Alice H. Parker. Airship. The blimp. J.F. Pickering. Folding chair, which became very popular here over the last few months ago with the Montgomery brawl. You know, made the folding chair become such a pinnacle thing. You know, like I said, black folk, we created that.
Who would have known?
Who would have known? Guess what else? Hand stamp. W.B. Purvis. The fountain pen. W.B. Purvis. Dustpan. Duh. I.P. Ray. Insect destroyer gun. A.C. Richardson.
Cause we was out there with the mosquitoes.
Baby buggy. The baby buggy.
We was out there with the mosquitoes.
W.H. Richardson. I'm guessing y'all must be brothers. The sugar refinement. In Relix. I'm getting Relix. Well, I think it's Relix.
What about duct tape? You know, cause we used to tape it up there.
This man say duct
get
tape.
The flies.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to look. We still going. We got it. Might be within these lists as we get to it.
No, because I'm thinking of
you
all
might
the
be
black,
right.
the black struggles and the black what we.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. I don't know. We could get the
mosquitoes and
the clothes dryer. G.T. Sampson. The cellular phone. Henry Sampson.
What?
Pressing comb. Of course, Walter Sammons. The curtain rod. S.R. Scroton. Lawn sprinkler. J.W. Smith. We keep going. We're going to keep going. I got plenty of them to go through. We ain't going to go through them all, but we're going to go through a bunch of them. Automatic gear shift. R.B. Spikes. Street sweeper. I think that's saying Charles Brooks. Urinalysis machine. Dewey Sanderson. Horse riding saddle. W.M.D. Davis. Ain't that something? We came up with that. The saddle.
Them rodeos.
The saddle. The black man came up with the saddle. Something that the horse was the mule, the horses and the mule and everything like that on the farm in the barn was handled by the black man.
Think about it, man. Black people, we got rhythm. Mm-hmm. We got rhythm, man. Them white, they get up on that horse and fall off. They clump, man. We got a little rhythm. We got, we know how to hold on. And, you know what I'm saying, it makes sense now that you think about it.
A lot of the stuff that
created,
that
it makes sense.
Yeah, the shoe, W.A. Dietz.
Duh.
Player piano. I'm guessing that's one of the pianos that plays his own self. It was by Joseph Dickinson. Arm for the record player, meaning the thing that drops down and hits the record and plays the song. Same dude, Joseph Dickinson. The doorstop, Old Dorsey. The doorknob, Old Dorsey. Photo print wash, Clatonia J. Dorticus. And she also did the photo, what is it, embossing machine. I'm guessing that's how you get the picture. It had something to do with probably processing the picture. Postal letter box, P.B. Downey. The toilet again, the commode as they consider it. Elkins, which you said that one on the first one, last week.
Because we got tired of using it outside, man.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Outhouse.
We had to use it.
It makes you a creative individual.
Yeah.
The furniture caster is a David A. Fisher. The guitar, Robert Fleming Jr. The motor, Jay Gregory. Thermal hair curlers, meaning the curling irons, Solomon Harper. The lantern, Michael Harney. Think about that. Gas burner, B.F. Jackson. The kitchen table, H.A. Jackson. Bicycle frame, Isaac R. Johnson.
What about the bathtub shower?
Bathtub might have been. Let me see. Keep going here. I'll show you that one because that's a good one to ask. It could have been.
Yeah.
I don't see it on here. I don't see it on this list.
I know, but again, got tired of sweating and being dirty, man.
But
we
again,
got to take baths outside.
Yeah.
Stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to do that. You got to do that. But again, it's not it's not, as I was saying, it's all what falls under the creative umbrella of black folks. Think about that, y'all.
But can I say something else? It also shows you what comes from desperation, like when you don't have like how you can create, like, because I know a lot of this stuff probably came from not having it or having to, utilize other things, or not having, be able to take a bath, all right, seeing, not being able to see, you know what I'm saying, or, like things that would help them, doorknobs from keeping people from coming in, or, you know what I'm saying, like, it's crazy what you can create in your lowest, your desperate times. I think that's when we succeed more. It's when we at our lowest. We don't have anything. We're more hungry as black people. We take everything from us. We got no thing but to do but create. You know what I'm saying? Find a way. That's what we do. We make ways. Long story short, we make ways. We turn something into nothing. Put Kool-Aid, sugar in the Kool-Aid, and make it something good. You know what I'm saying?
So you think, how many people, I'm gonna ask some black questions. How many black people?
No, I don't know none of these people.
No. How many black people do you think there were and are in America? How many black people do you think it is?
It's probably far more than any race. That's why they lock us up. That it's a, they lock us up and they kill us because we lead the race.
As of 2020, 41.6 million African Americans.
Is that's the most out of all races, right?
Let's see.
Nah.
Let's see. Let's see. 41 for us blacks, folks. So, white Americans constitute the majority of the 332 million people living in the United States, meaning 71% of the population is 71% of the population in the 2020 United States Census, including 61.6%, identified as white. So it wasn't big of a difference. It's almost half. You know what I'm saying? But again,
think of all the brothers and sisters we lost though. Due to violence and lockups,
again,
and you know what I'm saying, that's situations, lack of situations.
A lot of it came from our own doing too.
Yeah,
that's the sad part. A lot of that came from my own doing.
Yeah.
2020 to now, especially, we lost a lot of Black America. Black America, due to health and due to other stuff, but more so due to health. COVID took out a lot of us, took out a lot of black folk, and in that sense of that stretch of being an African American, a lot of African Americans felt like, okay, what are they gonna do? What's gonna happen? Is it hitting us harder? And it was hitting us, but of course, it's not to say, again, we are all different in race, and I'm just pointing out black questions here. Let's see. I got another question. Let's get it. And this is just to kind of change the course of podcasting for you good people, because I think that stuff that makes sense to go trivia would just make sense. Where did Martin Luther King Jr. deliver his famous "I Have a Dream" speech? Do y'all black folk even know that? Do y'all know? Do you know? Do you know? Got 3 spots. Was it Memphis, Tennessee? Was it Atlanta, Georgia? Was it Washington, D.C.? What was it at, people? If you got it, raise your hand. If you don't got it, don't raise your hand. You know what it is, bro? Would you know which one? Or you just gonna wait for the answer?
It would start with a M.
Nope.
Start with a A.
Nope.
I have no idea.
Washington, D.C.
Is it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L?
Washington, D.C. is where it took place. If you haven't, I should pull up a video and roll it right here.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of material prosperity. 100 years later, the Negro is still languished in the corners of American society and finds himself in exile in his own land. And so we've come here today to dramatize a shameful condition. In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people
But yeah, and that's Martin Luther King.
I would have never thought that.
Martin Luther King, where I Have a Dream speech was given, was in Washington, D.C. Another question. Who was the first African American and Native American woman to hold a pilot license? A lot of these people don't know this. I'm going to just go ahead and just run down the names. They got Bessie Coleman, 1. 2, Mary McLeod Bethune. 3, Barbara Smith. The answer is Bessie Coleman. Bessie Coleman was the first African American and Native American woman to hold a pilot's license.
And they say black people can't fly. Black women can't fly.
We've been in the game a long time.
Candace Owens don't know what she talking about, dissing them black folks and them black women like that.
Number 3. Which of the following is Maya Angelou's first body of work?
History, not down it.
1. I Know Why, the Cage Bird Sing. 2. The Heart of a Woman. 3. A Song Flung Up to Heaven.
Never would have made it.
Answer is I Know Why, the Caged Birds Sing. That was a great book. If nobody ever read that, read that. It's a very good book. A lot of black people really need to get back into reading and understanding reading. It's very powerful.
I read. Yeah, I got the book app on my iPhone. I read. I like real stuff.
Put stuff together that makes sense and doesn't make sense, because it just makes you that much of a great reader. Number 4. What is the name of Michelle Obama's debut memoir? Is it 1, Dreams from My Father, 2, Becoming, 3, Just As I Am? If most of you didn't know, it's called Becoming. A lot of us do know that because it's very recent. Number 5, Madam C.J. Walker is known as the first black self-made millionaire. What product led to her success? 1 was the hair grower. 2 was the ironing board. 3 was a caller ID. And if you do not know who Madam C.J. Walker is, I'm going to be mad at y'all. Known for hair. Known for hair. And I
told
gave you one situation.
I told you.
Hair grower.
To this day, I told you. I knew it. That's what I knew. I knew it.
Number 6, what state was Barack Obama senator before his presidency? 1, Hawaii. 2, Illinois. 3, Michigan. If you do not know, you should be slow. Illinois. That's where he's from.
Chicago.
Moving on. 7, Soul Train was created and hosted by which TV presenter? 1, Montel Williams. 2, Arsenio Hall. 3, Don Cornelius.
Don Cornelius, man. What? Did I get it right?
Yeah. 8, who was the first African American model to be featured on the cover of GQ magazine? 1 was Tyra Banks. 2 was Naomi Campbell. 3 was Iman.
Was it?
So only on 1 and 2 and 3. 1 is going to be the winner, Tyra Banks.
I knew it. I said Tyra.
Virgil Abloh was known best for being the artistic director of which brand? 1, Dior. 2, Louis. 3, Chanel. The one and only Louis Vuitton.
How many of y'all got all of them right so far?
Virgil was the guy that everybody looked up to when it came to creativity, his artistry. Virgil had a lot going on before he died. Rest in peace to Virgil. A lot of y'all hate on him, but again, dude was creative. Dude had a lot going on. He was on the rise. He was not on the fall because he was just that creative. And that was a black man. Black man, y'all. Okay. 10.
Black, y'all.
Who was the first black woman to serve
black,
as a U.S. Supreme Court justice? 1, Ketanji Brown. 2, Shirley Chisholm. 3, Carol Moseley Braun. The answer is Ketanji Brown. I don't even know who she is, but
she sounds like she threw brothers away for child support. she said that name like that. Shout out to them judges. Nah.
Yeah, certain judges you can shout out because some of them actually for us. Some of them ain't, but some of them are for us. Here's another question. At what age did Serena Williams win her first U.S. Open?
Oh, that's my baby right there. I don't know it, but I know.
1 is 17, 2 is 20, 3 is 22. If anybody didn't know, she was very young. She was 17. That's why she's such a pinnacle person.
Baby.
Being in it such a long time. 2, how
Serena,
many times
I love you.
How many times did Kobe Bryant win an NBA championship? 1, 3, 2, 5, 3, 7. If you didn't know, I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. If you didn't know, it's 5. Number 3, what was Muhammad Ali's nickname? 1, the greatest. 2, the fridge. 3, Mookie. If you didn't know, the greatest. It's the champ.
I'm the world's greatest.
That's why they call him the champ. Jesse Owens is considered one of the greatest athletes of his time in which sport? I'm going to be mad at everybody. Anybody that knows me knows this answer. 1, fencing. 2, track and field. 3, weightlifting. The one and only Jesse was known for track and field. One and only Jesse. LeBron James has played for the Cleveland Cavaliers, LA Lakers, and who else? 1, Chicago Bulls. 2, Miami Heat. 3, Houston Rockets. Answer is 2, Miami Heat. 6, Simone Biles.
3
is the best at what she does, but it ain't the question. Simone Biles is the most decorated sports person in which sport? 1, gymnastics. 2, ice skating. 3, fencing.
She sound like she be doing that on the
1 definitely is the answer, gymnastics. Shout out to you, Simone Biles. Shout out to you and your husband that plays for the Green Bay Packers. Again, y'all winning out here. Y'all are very constructive and understanding what relationships are all about. But yeah, anyway,
again with the ball players, again with them football players, man.
Oh, definitely.
Taylor Swift, shout out Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Number 7, what is Tiger Woods' given name?
Take that out. It's Black History Month.
Tiger's name is Eldrick. If you didn't know. Anyway, in which team did Shaquille O'Neal finish his basketball career? 1, Cleveland Cavaliers. 2, Phoenix Suns. 3, Boston Celtics. Answer is Boston Celtics. Booker T is regarded as one of the greatest of all times in which sport? 1. Boxing. 2. Professional wrestling. 3. MMA.
Professional wrestling.
If you don't know Booker
Did you
T,
just say that?
if you don't know
Tell
Booker
me.
T,
You didn't just say that.
professional wrestler, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Jackie Robinson debuted in the MLB as first base for which team? 1. Brooklyn Dodgers. 2. Brooklyn Athletics. 3. Los Angeles Dodgers. The answer is
Dodgers,
1. The
baby.
Dodgers.
Yeah. Made a movie about him, man. Come on, man. Black History Month, man.
So, a lot of us.
I did okay. I thought I did
a lot
okay.
of us could. Oh yeah, you did. You did.
I did okay.
This wasn't about. This
okay.
wasn't about.
No, but I need to know my history.
Yeah,
It is.
This is about learning.
Yeah.
Your history. This is about learning and understanding you're black. This is about understanding that what importance we do play in this world, because I think we don't hear enough positivity about us
For sure.
at all. Like, again, here's the time to talk and here's the time to be real. We got a little time left.
We
As
just
blacks,
played Jeopardy. We felt like we played Jeopardy.
again, you need to do stuff to connect and give us things that are positivity, because all we do is hop on here and talk crazy most times on these networks, man, and we don't really be talking about nothing.
Trashing our own people.
How about we talk about stuff that we do? How about we talk about stuff that we've done? How about stuff that we're doing? You know, we're moving. We're not a racist dumb. We're not a racist stupid. Even in the churches, y'all really need to understand. Even in the churches, like, remember, let's not lose the touch of what we really do and what we really can be. Like, we're really all creators in a sense. We're doing more fighting in the church now than anything. We're against each other. It's like a competition in the church to see who has the best church nowadays. And more
our
so,
brothers and sisters rolling over in their graves, the ones that created the real purpose of church right now.
nobody has a thing of calling a shot to say who's better than anybody. Nobody's better than anybody. We're all human. We all get up, do the same thing. We go do all the same things all day long. Nobody is better than anybody.
Put our pants on the same way, bleed the same blood, all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Might have some that may have some more money than others, but again, it's still human beings.
They're probably stealing.
Nobody can die. And I ain't even talking about church. I'm talking about period.
Oh,
folks.
I thought you were still in the
church.
church.
Well, who's in the church?
These pastors,
Yeah, but again,
stealing.
it's human.
Stealing.
Again, all human.
Yeah,
still all human. Nobody is better. A title does not come with you when you go to heaven, or if you go to hell. If you're pastoralship or if you're a doctor, guess what? When you go to heaven, the only thing God gonna call your name. That's it. He ain't gonna call nobody else's name.
Just want to make it to heaven.
He gonna call your name. Your name is going to be. Your name is going to be what is on his list. So you hopefully as us as.
Do you want your name written?
Us as this, if you're tied into
in the name
Christianity, or if you're tied into whatever it is that you're tied into, because I'm not picking on either one.
Yeah,
believe in what you believe in, but at the end of the day, you have your own decision. You have your own guides, to serve. I choose Jesus Christ. That's me.
Some people believe in Jesus.
Some people don't have a actual
Kanye,
actual situation where they actually have a God to serve. So again, it's up to you. Totally up to you. Whenever time comes, I know who you'll probably call when it's time, because a lot of us do still run to God as a source
when we need him,
and
when we don't need him, we run from him, man.
If nothing,
that's another topic.
If nobody changes the look at it, it's just gonna be the same thing. We're gonna still have the same outlook what we've been having, especially as black people. Black people, I know we're big on Christianity. Some of us aren't, but again, some of us are. But those that are big on it, what are you doing, period, as a person, as an individual, to make the world better, to make things look better, to take things to the next level as for your Christianity? But those that aren't in any Christianity aren't tied to anything. What are you doing as well?
What are you doing in your household? First and foremost,
personally, yeah,
your kids. What are you doing? You got.
If you don't have kids,
take care.
You gotta
take care of house. You gotta take care of home before you can change. That's one thing black folks got to do too. You you gotta take care of home first before you can take care of a community or try to fix something outside of your home. If your home ain't straight, you can't fix nothing. And that's a message to me, myself. Like, you gotta get you and yours right first. Like Duan was talking about previously, family. You can't help your family if your family's not getting along. What makes you think you can help strangers and a community? You know what I'm saying? And they're looking at it like, okay, how's your family life? Are y'all close? Y'all don't need to talk to my family. So what example is that I'm helping like strangers or helping the community? So you gotta take care of home first. Sweep under your porch first, but you sweep on everybody else.
Strong points to bring up. I mean, nobody is perfect. Everybody has that space to grow. Nobody. I mean, if you don't have no space to grow, I mean, that's sad. Even when you're getting older, you don't know it all until you die. Until you die, that's when you know it all. To me, because that's considerably your final moment of thinking and knowing and being human. So for you historians especially, I want to tell y'all this as well. The historians, especially speaking on people who don't, church off into things or, Bible off into things. We are all human. I just want to say that one more time. We are all human. We all live and die. Nobody is going to have any special move to where they double back. I died and I came back to life. We don't have that type.
50 Cent did.
We don't have that royalty, dog. And I'm gonna tell you something. Even if you if you was on the table and they
got shot 9 times and died in the back of that truck, y'all ain't see the movie. And then he came back alive.
Some people have that out. I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about
the outer body experience where you're actually not being killed.
I'm messing with you.
No, you good. You good. The outer body experiences that are actually ones that meaning it's time when God calls you home.
You boo boo on yourself and it's a wrap.
When God calls you home, that's the final say so. We
see
none
that
of
white
us
light.
have.
You might see that red.
None of us don't have it.
Darkness.
And again, we might not see anything at all. We don't know.
They say when you die, before you die, everything, your life flashes before you. Like everything from the child to now.
I'm going to just wait to see.
Huh?
I'm going to wait to see.
No, it's interesting.
I'm going to wait to see that day. I'm ready.
I'm ready
when it comes. So, no, I'm good. I'm ready when it comes. I'm in a place now in my mentality. I'm great.
You ain't like Biggie, right? Ready to die.
It ain't a case of saying ready to die. It's the case of knowing.
Yeah.
Knowing. Everything's going to be okay when I die.
We had to fix that. I don't want people worried about you, man.
Okay. Everything going to be just fine when I die.
Okay. Well, we ain't going to talk about death, though. We're going to speak life.
Ain't no health.
You got way more years, man.
Ain't no health situations. Ain't no any other things scaring me. So I'm good. I'm in good hands. So God got me. I'm good. I'm straight.
Amen.
I'm straight. But again, another black
had a little fun on this episode, man.
Q had a lot of fun on this. He had a fun time. I was reading over here. Most of the cases, if nothing else, everybody gets to enjoy this stuff because it's stuff to learn. It's a lot of black history and all this stuff. It's nothing to say that we are creators. We are very creative people. We are very very forward thinkers, because in case of everything with all the stuff that I brought up basically was all forward thinkers, people that was thinking ahead, had a future or a mentality or a dream and put those dreams to work. And then look what we have. We have a whole lot of inventors, a whole lot of creations that we can look over for years and years and years and years and years and years to come. Again, tap into our website. Again, I explained all the little details at the beginning, so I don't have to explain a whole lot now because it's time to close it out. I'm Duan Marino from Not Just Music Podcast, Quincy Murdoch, and we are out this month.